Okay, so we are day one of the Mickelson Trail. We are here at the trailhead in Deadwood. So we are going to be making our way back to Custer. We got about 65 miles. It's currently 10:30 in the morning, Mountain Time. And so yeah, we are headed that way. You can see we got the Deadwood sign in the background there. And so we'll be taking more videos as we go. Okay, so we are at the Inglewood Trailhead. We're about a little over 10 miles in on the trail. So if you're looking for water, there is water here at Inglewood. Also got a really pretty view, which we'll add some pictures and some video of that as well. So we've still got about 55 miles left to go for the day. So we're expecting maybe to get in around 6 to 7 o'clock because we're just taking it easy, enjoying the view. Okay, so we're at a, I don't know, just a little bench side area we stopped at to have a little snack. We just came through a tunnel, and that is the tunnel right there. So we just came through that. It's a real short tunnel. And then we're about to head that way. And I think we're headed to Rockport. So we're going to stop in there. We'll see what they've got.
No, it's actually Rockford.
Oh, Rockford. Sorry, not Rockport. So we're going to stop in there. We'll see what they have. And then we're thinking we're going to make it to Hill City to grab something to eat. But I tell you, the weather's been perfect. Just couldn't ask for anything better. It's maybe up in the lower 70s or mid 70s. You know, we're kind of into a headwind, but we're going downhill, so it really doesn't matter. Once we got past Deadwood and Lead, you know, about 14.5 miles, we were uphill the first 14.5, and we've been pretty much downhill ever since. So that's been really, really nice. All right, we'll see you later. Okay, I'm not smiling, but I'm done. So we just made it in. right at 69 miles today. We did that in about 9 hours. So I'm tired. My e-bike battery didn't last me. So probably about to last, I'm gonna say 7 miles or so, 8 miles. Had to do without battery. Good bit of that was downhill, thankfully, but that was still quite a bit of uphill. So basically we rest, we charge everything up, and we go again. So tomorrow we'll be leaving here, headed to Edgemont, and that'll be right around 40 to 45 miles. So hopefully it'll be all downhill and it'll be a much easier day.
It's not all downhill.
Okay, I was just told it's not all downhill. So there you go. All right. Well, it's been a good day. Beautiful weather, beautiful country. Love seeing everything. We saw some deer on the way in, so as it got a little bit later, deer started coming out, so hopefully I caught them on camera, and when I put together the videos, hopefully I can spotlight them as well. So, okay, well, we're done for the day. See you tomorrow.